Okay, everybody, welcome back. This is I Love Ninja X, and we are almost done with that little monster spawner slash monster XP, blah 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 blah. But anyway, we're almost done with it, regardless of what you want to call it. So let's see. All we got to do, I made about a couple stacks already of stuff to help us with this. Let's make sure that's right. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8. Okay, so water goes only 8. Let's double check over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess the other ones I accidentally made just a pinch too long. It's easy thing to fix. Not that big of a deal. Now, sometimes when people make this, they make them double decker, but I don't think it's 100% necessary to do that with this one. I think it's just good to have one little thing. Now, there's a bunch of different ways to do this. Make them. You can always That was very close. I need to be crouching when I do that, or else I'm gonna lose all those levels I've worked so hard to get. But the thing with this is, you're not going to have to work super hard when you have this in your world. So, we're going to build this all the way up. And we're going to start putting like a lip on around it. So we're not going to fall. So that's how this is basically going to look. It takes a little while to make, put all these blocks down, but it's going to be super cool when you actually finish it. So now there's a bunch of different ways to make these things. This is just the way I like making it. I think I saw it a long time ago on a video how to make it, and this is the design I stuck by. It's always had good success for me when I was making this. And it also kind of looks like a spaceship really far away, so it's kind of funny. Now, if I had some color wool or something like that, I'd change like the way the little shaft is that's in the middle to kind of look like a more UFO-y. But I don't have all the wool, so maybe eventually that could be something I'll do. But I think it looks fine like this right now. I have no problems with it. So once we have this up and running, I'll show you how easy it is to just farm some XP. Now I'm pretty sure I'm going to run out of all the stone bricks again. That's why I have some extra ones smelting down there. And that's just going to help me out in the long run if I'm just having that constant flow of more stone bricks, just because I need a lot for this. I'm gonna probably guess about 16 stacks of it. It takes a lot to do this, to be honest with you, because it's a lot of floor space up here, and you have to wait for them to go and then fall down to their doom. It's a funny little thing, but it does work really, really well, and that's the best thing about it. Can't argue with the numbers of monsters and mobs that just fall straight down. And they don't die when they fall down, which is a good thing, because if they did, you'd only get the item that they had. What they are going to do is they're going to drop like almost all the way down to their, the lowest number they can, and then with that they'll just be super easy to get rid of, to vanquish. So all you would have to do is hit them a couple times, and that's it. Now, I could use a dropper for where they fall, but I don't think I really need to drop, because if I was having them just fall to their death, then I would use a dropper. But since I'm going to be collecting them and just punching them when they land on the ground, all I'm going to do is just collect it. And I'm going to make a little bit of a silly system to get the stuff that's a little bit harder to grab. So we are just about done with this little portion. And we're getting a little bit low. So what I'm going to do in a few minutes, or a minute when I'm done with this bit, is I'm going to go down and I am going to find a little bit more of the stuff I already spawned out, or was making. Now, I'll also make a, what's it called, a cobblestone maker, which is a great thing to use and have if you're pretty good at it. I'm not the best at making them. I always accidentally make obsidian. But there's easy ways to do it, and I'll tell you guys how to do it. So, we're almost done with this top part. Now the top part isn't going to help us spawn them any easier. So what we have to do after we do this is we have to fill in a top part. So it's going to be like a totally dark enclosed room for these guys to spawn in. Or else they won't spawn. They refuse. Where is it? So I have about 4 more stacks downstairs, and that should just about get us through the top. We might have a little bit more that needs to be done, but for the most part, this is what's going on. Let's drop some more. Ah! Did not mean to do that. Alright, let's make some bricks. I only had 3 stacks. That's not a lot. Unless I accidentally put them in or dropped them somewhere. Must have messed up somehow. Oh well. Anyway. Let's drop. That's gravel. Okay. Alright, let's go up. I know it's probably not the best idea to be doing this at night, but I'm going to put a bunch of torches up just to protect myself. Alright, let's see. Still not 100% safe up here, but it's a lot better. Let's see. Finish this off. So this part just eats up all your cobble or your stone bricks. And then the top part, the roof, is the last little bit we gotta do, and then we're done. So we might be able to make it all the way around with this much. But if not, I'll finish the rest on the next episode without you guys knowing, or in between episodes, so everything will go a lot smoother. If not, if I still have time in this episode, I will just run down to my mine and do as much mining as I can in the time that is needed. Wow, we are just about run out of all this. Alright, so it's going to be too high. We need to make it. But it's just going to be enough for them to walk around. We don't want any Endermen, because they're not going to walk in the water anyway. As soon as they touch the water, they're going to teleport. So what we need to do is, we got to think about all the other guys. All the spiders. All the skeletons. All the zombies. All of them have stuff that we need. And we'll constantly be needing spider eyes. We need them when we get. And that's about all we can do with that. Alright. So what we're going to do for the next part is we need to get a little bit more cobblestone. So a couple more stacks. Won't be too hard. But it's going to be increasingly dangerous. Because of all these little dudes walking around. All the monsters. All the crazy monsters. Alright. Hopefully no creepers around. Don't want my house blown up. And all we got to do is run to the mine. Hey guys, how you doing? How's it going? Chickens? Alright, good. Everybody seems to be happy. Good thing the monsters don't attack them. That would be pretty stinky. Because, especially if you have like a good amount of sheep, and you have a little bit of a sheep farm that you're using to make all your utensils, or your building supplies. It'll be the best thing for you if it didn't have something attacking it. Now, not to say that the wolves won't attack you, because they still will try to attack, and they will kind of attack through the fences a little bit. I've had a sheep be really close to the fence, and a wolf was on the other side, and I saw him just take out the sheep. Which seems, normal, but if you want to keep, good amount of your sheep from dying, that's probably the best thing to do is just keep them as far away and hope that they do not attack you. Alright, we're just getting a good amount of cobblestone. Probably almost a stack right now. We'll probably need about 3 to 4 stacks, so it takes a lot to use to make this thing out of the stone brick. Now, if I had Silk Touch pickaxe, this would be a different story. All I'd be doing down here is with my Silk Touch, hitting everything, and I would just, instead of turning it into cobblestone, it would turn it right into the material I want, the stone. I can change the stone. Now, there's a mode in the game where you can do that with like host privileges. You don't have to worry about cobblestone, but I like playing it the regular way and the way I was used to playing it when I first started. Except for the small fact that I do have host privileges on, because sometimes my kids like to play with me. They get lost in mines and need teleported back here and there, blah blah blah. So I gotta think about that too. So I had to turn on host privileges because of that. Whoops. So I'm making this hallway a lot wider. It's not for the better. I think monsters have a tendency to spawn in areas that are bigger like this. But I need all the cobblestone I can get, so I don't want to walk for a minute and a half to my other side of it. All the way down there. This is the best way to do it. Just clear out what I got. Maybe I'll eventually turn this into like a little bit of a minecart area. But we'll see. I have not decided anything about that yet. Alright, let's see. We got 2.5 stacks. Let's wait till the pickaxe breaks and then we'll go up from there. Little secret, you can always drop one of these if you're quick enough. It will break. Well, if you're quick enough. I guess I wasn't quick enough that time. Oh, I guess I went straight through. That's kind of funny. Oh well. Look at that block dancing. It is in some crazy glitch. Go block, go! Alright, you have to stress too much on that. Good, 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 good. So let's go till the pickaxe breaks and then we'll run back up. If I don't finish everything in this episode, I'm just going to do it off camera and I'll show everybody next time. So much cobblestone. Ah! And then we hit the gravel. We'll skip the gravel and go over here. And I don't really need the gravel right now. Gravel's good for flint. You can make flint and steel. Up, and there we go. Let's get a full 4 stack. I was hoping we would get full 4 stacks. But it doesn't seem like it. Very, very close. Very close. Excellent. Okay. Let's go. Take a little run. I guess I could have had enough back there. This is a red zone. Blah. There's going to be a part of my world that has a very, very big gaping hole in the bottom. And since the structure is pretty sound, I'm glad nothing has gravity that really needs it besides the sand and the gravel and the anvils. But we should be safe. No collapsing, no landslides, no mystery holes in the ground. So look at that. That's what it looks like. It looks like the Teen Titans Tower. Really far away. Big T. That might be something fun to make. A little tower. We'll think about that next time. Let's go on over. Run and jump. Make it faster. Come on, let's go. My buckets run out? Oh, crud. I don't think I have enough to make the rest of the pot. I don't. But I got a bunch of coal. Not a big fan of wasting the coal because I like using it for other things. Let's go up. We'll finish what we're doing and then see how far we can get with what we got. We're gonna have to break this ladder as we're going down as well. That's always a fun little trick to do. Alright. Let's get our stone bricks. Now, I haven't really experienced any monsters spawning on top of this, but it's always a possibility, and it seems kind of funny because they could still fall. But in that way, if they did fall from that height, being a couple blocks higher, they would probably just die on impact. And some people like doing that, making spawners that way. Not me. I like being able to get the experience too. Let's see if we can Alright. Very, very close. Alright, everybody. So on next episode, I'm gonna finish this up, and I'll be showing it off, and we'll be farming some monsters and getting some XP. So thanks everybody for watching, and